This big purple box next to me, you might know what it is. It's a beehive. So this is the first. I'm sitting here because I have one more coat left to do. Third coat of paint, and then we can get it out. And I think the bees will be coming in about a fortnight. So all terribly exciting and a little bit scary. But anyway, talk about taking on all these things and we're still trying to build a house.
I don't know where all the bees are gone out of this side.
And like, don't use fire lighters or anything like that because
it's the chemicals.
Yes.
Yeah.
But before we tried everything, pine cones,
I collected some pine cones. I thought they might work, but they don't.
By far, stay away from everything else bar this.
Yeah. Do you want me to carry these? You think we're okay?
You could carry the biro and the
I will. Carry on. I'm in charge of writing.
You could carry that and the straw.
Yeah. Where are we going, to the first one or the furthest?
No, we'll start.
Oh yeah. So we're going to look at the first hive. Carl has quite a few hives here and see what we can see inside. It's very exciting.
See, straight away now, like that now is a concern to me.
Which?
There's no bees in this.
No, that's what I was going to say.
And
not much activity here.
And this one is gold.
Yeah.
This is the worst time because you'll always get dead oats.
Yeah.
Like I had another one there now yesterday. Survival rate might be poor on it.
Yeah, sure.
Lots of people don't put on winter jacket. We were told it's the dampness that the bees.
Ah.
Yeah. This is all roofing felt.
Yes.
We hot glue it
to the sides.
Yeah.
Oh, all the way around. Oh, crikey. Yeah, so they're really...
And then this is our insulation on top.
Yeah, bit of carpet.
We noticed before, if you just put the lid down on it, condensation, and it'll soak the carpet, which was counterproductive.
Yeah, of course.
So just get lats, put this.
Brilliant.
And it stops it.
Yeah.
And that's our winter setup. The smoke just deadens them.
Yeah.
You know, it sends out a signal that there's a fire in the place.
And they go down. Or they should go down.
Well, you see how they're trying to bury into me there now?
Oh no.
Huh?
Oh Jesus.
They're trying to sting through. What you should do, smoke it.
Smoke out your hands, yeah.
Hopefully that kills the pheromone.
Yeah.
Someday, especially in a thundery day, they might be mad and you can't operate. You might think, you know, they're just so bang.
Really?
Nail you, like.
Yeah.
And you might just have to say, feck it and
just leave it.
Because it's counterproductive, because if they're sting and stings all over you're killing them, like.
Yes, yeah, of course.
And it is so unenjoyable working at it.
Yeah. Would you have some hives, Carl, that you know they're a bit angry, like?
There was two.
They're a bit cranky, like.
There was one particular in another place, and before you be out of the van, my bastard be into me.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you kind of good waiting like the dummy board now.
Yes.
See? Fine frame of honey.
Yes.
This is all stores we left.
Yes. So that's last year's.
Yeah.
And again.
Yeah, but you can see that's ivy there now.
Yes.
A mixture of ivy.
Yes.
And then normal honey.
Oh my golly.
So it's wherever they have room or the time of the year. In July they brought in this stuff.
Yeah.
In the end of August, September, because all the babies came out of this area.
Sure.
So then they filled that with ivy afterwards.
Had space, yeah.
So like when I left this box with them, that could have been empty or they could have been brewed in it.
Yes. Yeah.
So I was leaving that much honey.
Wow.
Our main thing is trying to look for laying.
Sure.
The one thing with me is I can't see eggs.
Yes.
They all say that, oh, you have to be able to see eggs and stuff, but like it, I have 100 hives and I can't see eggs.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an advantage.
Yeah.
Because you catch it earlier, like.
Yeah.
I will have a fast look for
herself.
So like, that's the normal brood for the worker bees.
Yes.
You could see larvae inside. Sometimes, especially with the dark frames, the father says it's extra hard to see the eggs.
It's hard to see, yeah.
And there's nothing, only honey there now. Right. It should be better in comparison to what I was saying yesterday, but the action at the door was telling us that anyway.
Yes.
See, this bottom box now is this box is pretty well fucked, to be honest.
Well used.
No, see, there's no population. I was hoping that there'd be more laying. There's only only a small bit. See, and these are all fully empty, so.
Yeah.
Right, so what I'll do here now is I'll knock. I'll reduce all of this down to one box.
Yes.
Because there's a bad population.
There's no need to have so big.
I'll be saying the likelihood of this surviving, there is evidence, but I didn't see the queen either. And what happens is, like, if they were badly mated, there's only so much in them, like, so instead of taking them that extra bit over the winter, they just peter out, like, so. But what do? Do you nail them in the month of September? Or do you give them the benefit of the doubt? And of course we gives them the benefit of the doubt.
Of course, yeah.
Every now and again I might just scrape it, because if there's a bad population, they can't generate enough heat to soft digest
to be able to eat it,
So like, they'll do whatever they want with this now. When they're inside, they'll restore that, or they're able to take it back down again.
So you're helping them by taking it off.
Yes, exactly.
Uncapping it.
Like, you'll be hoping that they'll eat that out, and that frame is good again.
And are you still going to feed them though, Carl?
I am.
Yeah, on top of it, just to be sure.
Like, you could see that they're not starving,
no,
because there's a box of honey there, like.
Yeah.
And this is the time to find the queen when the population is the least.
And do you have her marked, Carl?
Hopefully. But I doubt it. See, they are bringing in stuff.
Yes.
You know, that's all fresh stuff they're bringing in. See, that's all pollen.
Yes.
So that's what they feed the brood. Right, because that's poor now. I'm hoping that I'll go into one of these boxes.
Yes, and you can take
a brood frame.
Another brood,
and put it in there. But I was amazed, like, even after doing this, then we've seen something online and you could buy the jackets. I'm like, they're thinking, God almighty. Huh?
Yeah.
Somebody else is after making $1 million out of
yes.
Wow. And I came up with the idea myself.
Jesus.
Yeah. But we just do stuff cheap and cheerful. It's the only way, because
like, you can't be.
In everything there's a gimmick.
There is, of course.
And there's people that are willing to
make money off it. Oh, look at that. The difference between those two hives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, look at that honey.
Do you see that honey there now they built down between the two frames?
They did. Because they ran out of space?
Ran out of space, or they were, or else my gap is too big between this frame and that frame.
Oh, I get you.
But sure you can't.
No.
Because of a bit of action, they're coming out.
Yeah.
See them fellas there now, I want to send them down. So like I said, we're just doing a general clean. See where they're now bringing
look, yeah.
bringing in the pollen?
Yeah. To the brood.
Yeah. And more at this
Oh,
side now.
yes, there is, yeah.
So I'll be calling that a half.
So she's in there somewhere.
That's a better frame now again. So I know she's laying below. I just want to check this box because if I can rob
Yes,
Maybe-
you can take one from that for the
that
other.
one and put it into that one. Yeah. And you can see they're bringing in more honey there now again.
Oh, yeah.
So it is
Fabulous.
it is a good side. Oh yes. Yeah,
Yeah, that's great.
that's nice. And you see the pattern
Yes.
where she lays, they bring in the pollen, and then there's
Yes.
the honey in the outside.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to rob. There probably won't be enough brood to be robbing at this stage.
Okay.
You know,
No. No.
where you give it another 2 weeks,
Yes, yes.
and they'll be
Then you might be
they'll
able
be
to.
double the amount because
Yeah.
there's a if she's laying there now already, and if that's the capped stuff that we see,
So you're going to leave that one alone?
yeah. Do you have your notebook now and stuff?
Yes, I will. Do you want me to take note?
Yeah. Number one, we go one B, so there's one brood box.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's easier than writing.
Yes. Because you had two, but you're going to take one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small population. Only half a frame of brood, was it? Queen, not found, needs brood frame. Slash eggs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm coming back up the next day.
That's what you're looking at.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And to highlight it.
To
But
remember,
it
yeah.
is so easy to miss. It is.
I can imagine,
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got two brood.
Two brood, one super. Yeah, what was in the bottom now? You paid good attention.
Two, was there?
Yeah, because it was 1.5 in the bottom.
Or maybe 1.5, yeah.
And, huh?
Remember
Where-
this one, and then you
We're gone from there to there.
Oh, Jesus.
If-
Right.
But if I went into that one, there
Yeah.
isn't an ocean.
No.
Not a hole.
No.
See how they cling it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Keep it together.
If you want there now, just catch that box
Yeah.
and land it on, because you have to get the feel of
The weight.
the weight and everything.
So the roof first, or no, the whole
Oh,
lot?
just
The
grab
roof
it.
and the box.
Huh? See that? And land it on top of that. This is why.
Rob was saying, why can't you just always have brood boxes, and then you'll have loads of honey? And I
Yes.
said there's a
and-
way and a means to this. I'd say there's
But-
a reason why they don't have them that big.
But that's why. Yeah, the brew box is heavier again.
I mean, I know.
Yeah. So there's by the time you could go down to the end of the line,
Yeah.
and imagine if you had two supers
Yeah.
in the height of the summer, two supers and two broods,
Yeah.
and you're wanting to check for cells in the bottom one, that's 3 boxes down. And then you're stooped over looking at frames.
Yeah.
So if you want,
Yeah.
you could scrape there
Is
now.
that ivy honey?
That's ivy honey now.
Yeah, yeah. And now when you scrape it, you just scrape it into the grass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
down the side. Yeah, don't be a bit afraid, you can't hurt it.
I'm scared of squishing a few of them, but you're going to do that anyway.
Yeah, to a certain extent. But like that, you try to avoid.
You do. At the same time, you got to get the job done.
Yeah, you
You
can
know.
go fast, but be still gentle, especially handling frames.
Yes. God, there's some come out of that.
Yeah. But they give off different signals, like they're giving off a signal there saying something happening up top or.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Oh, they're hard, aren't they,
Yeah.
to get out?
That's a fine frame.
That is a fine frame.
Huh?
Look at that.
Even feel the weight of that
Yeah.
like, by itself.
Jesus.
Huh? Okay. Good side. Good sign. See?
Uh-huh.
Brood there. So like I'm assuming there'll be eggs around as well, but I can't see whether
No, Jesus Christ.
whether you're able
Oh,
to see
can you
them or
see?
were
No.
you showing them?
Well, just from YouTube, they say look in and you see a grain of rice, but like,
Yeah, and
Jesus.
he's standing up at you and stuff. I mean, myself, you
No.
all fellas there be chilling or something about it. What do you mean you can't see it? I can't see it. I can't see it. Like.
No, it's easier said than done. No sign of herself.
No. And they go to ground as well.
Yeah, of
and
course.
especially if I was giving too much smoke.
Yes,
She's
she's
going
gone
to
straight
ground
down.
and because you could be back and forth
Yes.
all day.
Yeah, of
and
course.
you'll still never find it.
The
Because
waste
like
of time.
AI,
Very time consuming.
Because she could be in that one.
She
like,
could, of course.
huh?
It's like
And you
searching-
with her because like
Searching for green sand, like.
I go find her and then I might have to go into my pocket to get the queen catcher.
Yeah.
And I look up and I'm like,
She's
where,
gone.
where's she gone? And so I know she's in this frame
Yes, yeah. Of course.
and I still can't find her.
No.
So like, you
Yeah.
remember everything
That
in
looks
your
great.
writing to do?
Jesus Christ.
Put you to the test.
Oh!
You know the way you could buy all fancy brushes and stuff for brushing bees?
Bit of grass.
Huh?
Oh,
Honestly,
I know.
best job. An old brush gets full of honey.
Yeah.
Huh?
And then you could.
And what? And then you have a brush full of bees
Yeah.
that you're just after kill.
Oh.
And once again, this comes free.
Yes. We need a box.
We need a box, yeah. So, like I say, if you're heading up for a box, the boxes are needed below.
They are. So I'll grab them from the car, will I?
Yeah, but take something up in your hand.
Oh, I will. Take up some of the
Yeah.
winter carpets.
My lessons are
I know.
more hands-on than just
Big time, yeah.
because you get the feel of what's involved.
You do.
Well, that's what I said, plus I don't have to do it. You see these bees now? These are black bees.
Oh, I see. I should have asked you that to start.
Huh?
I should have asked you that, what they were.
They're like they're... I'll be honest, afraid the queen might go out, so
Of
if she goes
course.
down...
If you can keep them on one spot.
Yeah. You never know, like, but... See, sometimes, if the boxes are high,
Yeah.
they'll clean out the bottom and...
Oh, I see.
that's why there's so much up
Yeah,
top.
that's-
Like,
yeah.
there might be... But there is stuff in this. If you want, you could be looking through there to see, could you see a queen? Don't worry, I'm not setting you up,
No,
because
but
if I see her... So all I'm doing here, Claire, is because there was 5 frames on the top, I'm just bringing down 2 frames.
right. Oh, yes.
Do you follow?
Yes.
And
To kind of encourage them.
to work both areas.
Yeah.
And see, then you always keep the brood close to each other,
Yes.
because once they come to protect the brood and to give the heat, that's why the brood is normally in the middle.
Sure.
Not
Sure. Nice and warm.
not in the outsides. And if you're doing it, you'll always try and give a bit of honey or something at the end of the brood section, that they don't have to go too far.
Sure.
No,
You should always have it. You shouldn't have too many open spaces, should you? They don't
Yeah,
like
because
it.
all of a sudden they'll cross.
Yes. Oh, of course you will. Yeah. They'll start filling
Yeah,
it.
filling it.
Yeah.
And there'll be a bad engineer on the job or a bad foreman,
job.
and like they could go from here across that way, like, you know, instead of up and down.
Yeah.
So, how I describe that,
Go
there's
on.
probably 5 frames in this one, and there was a small bit in the other one. So I just say 3 up and 3 down. 6 frames, 3 up and 3 down.
We look like we've got a bit of an old fridge or something.
Yeah. No, 100%. The tops of dryers.
Yeah.
Huh? As I said, this is all a learning experience as well. You could use
A bit of
anything.
recycling.
Huh? Well, you go and try and buy it.
Oh, stop.
Alright, they all look nice and fancy
do.
and everything, but
I know.
the practical side.
A massive thanks to Carl and Cahill Daly for this experience. If you're ever passing through Doris, pick up a jar of their honey.
So today is the 19th, is it?
It is 20.
Right, where will be the smoker? No, and if in doubt about what's on your crown board, knock them off like that. So there's nothing on that. But if you want to get rid of the bees, do that, look,
Okay.
and they're gone. For a beginner, you probably move about 3 of them at a time, like that. and you create a space here to the front, and it stops, you create light, and it stops the queen from running forward.
Okay.
But they're good.
Is the queen clipped? Jerry, no.
No.
Oh, you don't know.
So they're all, that's pollen that's after landing on them. And that's all the pollen
Yes.
banked now. So basically, you're brood here. So what I would, what I would do with that now is to put an empty frame next to the brood and put a pollen frame there. That's a pollen frame. So when you take out the frame and the queen is on the face here, she goes around the back. So when you take out your next frame, you always look at the back side first. There she is.
Oh.
Where?
Oh, yes.
I don't see her.
Jesus.
The long black body.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
So for a beginner, you just put that on top of her. And then you get your plunger. So you slide that in underneath it.
What age is that queen now?
She's last year's queen. She's marked or clipped. So there she is now, that. And you just mark her. You can pull up a wing,
Yes.
and just one wing.
Jesus, how do you know there's only one there?
Come on.
Yeah, I can see.
That's it.
Okay.
Well, just,
How long?
I did about maybe a day.
And would you check on her a day later?
No,
She should be okay.
she'll be okay. So that's there.
Jerry, sorry, why do you have to put the butler cage in? Why? How come you didn't just pop her back in with the mark?
Yeah,
Because they mightn't like
no,
that you've been at her?
everything before Varroa came. That's what I would do, is leave her run along the top of the
Yes.
top of the frames, and she'd go down between the frames herself. And then we got Varroa, and we got Varroa here in the August, was discovered here in the August. And the following spring, when I marked the bees, they killed a couple of queens in me. And never before did that happen.
Would you put back in them, Jerry? Would you bother with them now?
So you're fine, you can just do that. There's no queen there. And it's 14. So it's 23 queen. And there's about 2.5 frames of brood in it. And
Bottom box is very strong.
Full of brood.
Right there.
Over here.
she's not there.
That would be considered, looking at it, a very strong box of
That's a
bees.
good box of bees now. But
That
then
could be a possible.
there's another week in that now before the super dawn.
And have you been feeding this as well?
No,
Can I just ask, what's along the bottom here? That's all
that's
brood.
a bit of old, yeah. So
Old comb?
yes, that's old corn that
There's
needs
no
to,
eggs in that?
No, that needs to be tidied up. And that's the pollen. You see it?
Oh, yeah.
See all that bag?
Yes.
And the
All
nectar,
Yellow.
and the nectar
Okay.
is the liquid looking colour.
So the pollen is their protein, it's their steak. So this hasn't been opened, so
Oh,
I'm
this
just,
is your first time opening since when?
yeah. Well, that's why it's kind of sticky.
Honey now is ivy honey now.
I don't think so. No, it is running. Now that's a bit of chalk brood there, look. See that?
Okay.
That's a bit of
And
what?
there, chalk brood. See it there?
One or two are okay.
Yeah.
What's that again, Jerry?
That is a fungus,
Oh.
and it kills the pupa,
Okay.
and it turns into a black spore initially,
Okay.
and then and then it turns white.
And how did that get into the... Did it come in on a bee?
Yeah, they pick it up off flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Let's have a look at this.
If you face that,
Undetermined.
if you face that way, so your shadow
I go
won't be
this
in
way, yes.
Yeah. So your shadow won't be in
Oh my golly, yes.
Slugs.
Wow. Gosh, they are way smaller than I thought, actually.
Oh my gosh, look at all the bees on here.
Yes, I'm just going to take a quick picture of your back of your head. It's like you have a black hat.
You put back that frame you did.
So what will you do with that now,
I'll
Jerry?
come back
You'll come back in another, what, week or two?
Yeah.
With a super?
With a super and
I know. I'll show her in the
You got him
car.
on your back as well.
Have I?
Covered.
Have them?
I probably do I?
Yeah, you don't have that many. No, you guys are okay. I'm going over there.
yeah, come back around here and we'll be out of the flight path. There she is. Look, she's a 2022 queen.
Oh, she's green.
She's green and
look at her.
her wing is clipped.
Oh.
There's a chart you can get, an actual colour chart, and it tells you what they're bringing in.
Wow.
Yeah, a fella showed me now that.
Yeah, if you look up pollen chart for beekeepers on the net,
Yeah, you can actually see.
That's
then
very...
they'll give you.
God, he's got absolutely loads.
Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah,
No
yeah.
wonder he's moving so slowly.
Yeah.
The force is what is one.
The gorse.
Gorse.
Gorse,
Oh
yeah.
yes, of course.
There it is.
Oh yeah, a bit of galva band.
Yeah,
Excellent. That's a very good idea.
that's all it is.
Yeah, and a hole through.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you seeing the nectar?
This is all on the open cells there.
Liquid.
Inside
Oh, right, okay. Oh, yes, I see it now.
in the light as if you can see it glistening.
Yeah, you can see it
Oh
glistening.
yes, yeah.
She's last year's queen. She's not clipped.
Oh, she's after hopping out now.
Yes.
She's last year's queen?
No, he's catching
Oh, right,
her
we're
again.
talking about different ones. Like,
There's green
Always,
spot on her.
Oh, right,
always turn her that she's moving away from you.
okay.
I'll have the scissors there now.
She's a piece of plastic.
So you want to be careful before you clip that there isn't a leg sticking up. Ah, stop.
Oh no. He's not a boy.
Yeah. So if the box was turned that way, them two frames they'll ignore them in the winter spring. They'll move. They'll work everything behind it.
Fair volume of bees there though, yet is there no?
Is that
No,
chalk brood down
That's
here?
chalk through there, yeah. And this is all dead bees. Look.
Alright.
Oh.
And how did you tell that now from just looking
Yes.
So this is, and there's a queen cell there.
at it? Oh. Is it a viable queen? No.
No, I don't think so.
No, it was just a cell.
So they're ghost.
Sugar.
Is there a queen there?
No, there's no queen there.
No.
And can they contaminate another hive?
Well, yeah, you don't want them frames to be. I think they're suffering from parasitic mite syndrome.
I was looking today
So
now.
what are you going to do with them, Jerry?
Petrol.
But what does that mean? Like, are you going to petrol the whole hive, or are you going to
No,
take off the cold?
I'll just pour a cup of petrol in there, close the entrance, and take away your box and sterilise it.
And are
Start
the
again.
Yeah.
frames gone?
No, they'll be fine after sterilising. For acetic acid.
But the comb is gone.
The comb, I mean, we'll lose a good few.
Comb.
All that chalkwood one, we lose all of that.
Yeah.
And would you normally take away the stuff that you've dumped out, or do you leave it there for the creatures to...
No, it's all good.
You bring it home?
Yeah. Badgers can get used to, get fond of.
Honey badger.
the honey.
Yes, they're not honey badgers, they're ordinary badgers.
But they like honey.
Yeah.
So is it like, you know, kind of like if you ask somebody how many hives they have in bee world, is that like saying how much money do you earn, or like is it like a non-question that you're not supposed to ask?
What you ask is, but
They don't tell you.
don't expect to get a...
Straight answer.
A true answer.
Like the fisherman.
Yeah.
Why you can't-
Oh yeah, it was shoving
I should
up.
have had an eat.
A little eat,
adding.
yeah.
I should have had it. What size would that be? About an inch and a half,
Inch.
2 inches.
2 inches. 2 by 1.
So I'm assembling the brood box for the hive. We watched our mentor do this in class and he made it look very easy. But when you do it yourself, it don't seem so easy. I don't want to hit too hard because it dents the wood and that's not a good start. Right. So now I have the top two. So I'll put some more glue in the groove.
It's about as good as you're gonna get it, Claire. How's that?
Okay, I'll do.
You
Wait,
good?
no, well, I don't think you do that yet. I have to put everything else on.
That's what?
All of the sides.
I don't see any reason why you wouldn't just put like 4 just to hold it in, you know? You don't want to? You want to follow the instructions? Grooves and push, ensure top runner. 2 of
Do that
these
side.
are out.
That's as good as I can get it, yeah. I say this one goes at the top.
Oh, it goes at the bottom. I'm just worried now this has come out already, you know? Just
Oh, okay,
tight.
so do the nail. We'll do the nails.
Shouldn't be doing this on our dining table, just in case anyone from YouTube land is going to say it in the comments. That's brilliant.
And it's ready to go. They're coming tomorrow night. We better get it installed in position. Good morning! It's a beautiful Saturday morning. There is a north wind, which is cool, but when the sun is out, we are flying. Now, where am I? I'm in an unknown field, which isn't ours. We have some absolutely fantastic neighbours, and they suggested that we put the bees down in one of their fields. So I'm sussing that out. I have already had a quick look because originally we were thinking of doing something down here by the river. Let me show you. This is just a little gem of a spot. Tucked in the valley. This is the valley just that we look down into, and it's just beautiful. Bluebells, gorse, heather, oh my god, beautiful. So down here is where we were thinking of going across the river and into the left hand side there, but its access really is my problem. This river is fine to sort of walk across here, it's only about a foot deep, but when you come look back up here, you can see where the sticks were carried, and that's how high it rises. So they warned me that if we do pop them in that field, it would be very difficult to access them in the winter, and I suppose if I had a storm and I needed to go and check on them, I actually couldn't get there. So the water would come up to the sticks here in front of me, which would make it maybe even a couple of meters deep. So even in waders, I'd be struggling. And they actually did say to me that they have lost a few cattle in this river over the winter. So they don't put the cattle down here anymore. So it's, yeah, it's dangerous. So no, I won't be risking life and limb for bees over this river. However, looking back up this way, we've decided to keep them close. I could put them in my own field and that'd be fine. This valley is just beautiful and very wild, and I feel maybe that's what bees need. So for easy access, I have a track here that runs up the side of the car there. Gosh, you can see part of the bumper there where my daughter had a slight accident. Anyway, this is her car. I better not tell her that I have it down here at the minute. And so thinking about just here under this lovely sycamore tree, and I think if I clear it out, I can put them there. It's pretty sheltered, and then next year over the winter I can keep an eye on this river and see how it goes and whether it's something I want to pursue maybe later on. We'll see. So yeah, so this is what I'm doing today. I'm going to clear this area up, see what sort of space I have, and take it from there. So maybe I'll pop you on the roof of the car and you can see how it all goes. Okay, so I've kept it a little bit wild. I don't want to cut too much out. Wherever I've visited that have had hives, I've tried to keep it as wild as possible. Obviously the wild bit is just across the track from us here that I'm hoping they'll go to. Find all the nice flowers over there. But in the midst of it all, there are bluebells and all sorts of things, and even actually a bit of sage growing in there. But it's lovely, and the blossom is coming on the sycamore above, so I'm hoping it's bee ready. So we'll see how we go. On to the next step.
Nobody's coming out.
Good morning. So we're busy this morning making these. These are frames for the hive. They are short, fat frames for what we call the super, which is where the bees are going to make their honey. I will have showed you little pieces on the videos already. Just the bees, tomorrow night the bees are coming. So they're coming in their own hive or their own brood box.
Like a camper box.
I don't know what kind of state the brood box is in, but the man who is letting us have them, he says it's fine for the season, so I may just leave them in there, and he said they're ready for their super. So the super is here. I showed you already that I made the hive and we painted it, and so the super goes on top of the brood box and looks a bit like this, and it's just literally just a smaller, a shorter version of the brood box, and they sit into it like this. So we have to have these all ready because this is the super, and they'll fill this up with, hopefully fill this up with lots of honey.
Maybe a bit of jam.
No jam. They don't do that.
And this is the wonkiest of them all.
9, 10.
Tight fit.
No, they're fine. So that's what we've been up to this morning. So that's ready to go, and tomorrow I'll show you exactly where we'll be getting them. Super is ready to go. We're off make the bee stand. Everything on? Right, we're across the road. Time to build the stand. So you see me faffing around there for a little while, trying to get this level. Kind of important that it's level, so that the whole thing sits properly for when you feed them or for when you're collecting the honey. Obviously you just want everything to be level on the stand. I've also seen a few where obviously when you're checking the frames, you can sit the frames here at the side. This is just a really old frame. I managed to get a few hives from a neighbour who isn't doing bees anymore, and she gave me some supers and some brew boxes, and I have a lot of cleaning of them to do if I'm going to use them. But I thought, look, no harm in, instead of them going to the fire, which is what she was going to do, I'll see what I can salvage. So this is just one of the frames from her hives, and the frame should sit in nicely so that when you put your hive here, you can take your frames out and sit them here as you go through them, or maybe you're taking honey out or whatever you want to do, or as you're checking for the queen. So I want to be able to do that at both sides, because I plan to have more than one hive on this stand. And that's not going to work there. Ooh, so yeah, I was just trying to get them level as well. Of course, these pieces of wood were actually the rafters from the old house, so it's all about reusing, and they're absolutely riddled with nails, but I've managed to hammer the nails out. That's a little bit annoying now that I can't get those to sit nicely on this side, probably because I don't have it exactly square, so it's a little bit more working out to do.
So this is our mum's bee box. Very excited we are. They all started coming out and attacking him. Alright, so we just collected mum's bees.
Yeah, so we're just coming home from Kilcurhan, and Mick was very good. He got us the bees. We were a little bit concerned because when he got the box, the brood box, or the box, the hive, they were sort of crawling out of all sorts of holes out of the side of it. So I was worried that maybe they might end up all over the car. We've still got a good 15 minutes to go.
Really see. Are these lights? No, they're not.
Maybe don't put them on. I actually think that might be a
They're
good
just
idea.
in the back there. I got a fright there. It was a fly. But yeah.
And so we're just going to put them now on the hive stand, and I'll show you that when we get there. See you later.
So yeah, hope we don't get stung. Alright, so we're here. We're gonna get the bees out. I'm using flash on my phone. Right, mother? I'll do it, sure. So, your man kind of siliconed it up because they were all kind of flying out. But
What's wrong?
no, I'm just looking at it. But yeah, that's the box anyways. The first box, and mum's got her spot up there. You can't really see.
So I just put my gloves on.
Is this on, mum?
No,
Okay.
I actually screamed it by accident.
Oh my god.
So I need to clean
So this is where mum's gonna put it. I can't really see. And it's looking out down there at the stream. Mum will show you in the day anytime. Anyway, sorry. So, alright mum, let me stand back and let you do this.
Well, I'm going to prop them here, and then once I get up, I'll put them on the thing.
Okay. Do you need help or?
I don't think so. I've put my
Okay,
gloves
we'll
on.
see now if it's heavy.
God, that's fucking heavy.
It's probably very dark now. I hope I'm doing this right. Anyways. Okay.
Right, lads.
Okay. Is it heavy?
Yeah.
Do you want me to help?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Okay, take your time.
I can't put it any more level than that.
Yeah, yeah.
Till I get up.
No, get up. Right.
Front. That is the front, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Some warmth coming out of it.
Is it?
Really warm.
Oh. Well, that's what he said. Okay. I'm gonna come close so we can see the foam.
I put them in the middle.
Are you meant to put a few on here?
Yeah.
Huh? Cool. Okay.
I'd say I'd only get 2 on it though.
Oh, watch that there, Mum. That's off a bit.
Okay, I'll just peel a little bit off. So,
Well-
I'll say good. Oh, the lid.
Mum, I mean this. The wood. That's
Oh.
off. That's the only thing I'm worried about. You just need to lift it up.
So, do you think it's better the other way,
What other way?
facing the other
Oh
way?
yeah, probably would, wouldn't it? Why? What are they at now?
Didn't think about how it was going to stand on it.
It's okay, take your time. What's wrong?
I can hear one.
It's okay.
It's
No, you're
okay.
fine.
I'll just is it on at all?
No. No, it's not.
Okay, I'll turn it around.
Okay, be careful. Oh yeah, lift.
After all, I did want them facing the stream, so.
Yeah.
And that's where I want them to go.
Where's the heat? Where's the heat? Up here?
I just felt heat off the box.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can see him.
What?
See him.
Where? Oh, fuck it. Right, what's going on?
You need to take the foam.
Yeah,
Foam
okay,
out.
well, you put the lid on first.
They're not going to fly out through that hole.
It is on square now, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is. Yep.
Right, lads.
There we go. And she pops. What's that? Just a lid, like?
Yeah. It's their roof.
Okay.
And then what every beekeeper does, I don't know why, they always put a fucking rock on the lid.
It's like
In case it
a
gets blown
blessing.
off. So I'm going to do the same.
Well, at least it's not styrofoam.
Right.
Peel it out. Well, do it the other side. Or, no, probably here. I just want to try and get it, like. So I can get it in the camera. Anyways, yeah.
How's that?
Right. Alright, that's good enough.
Will I leave it?
Yeah, you said tiny
Or
bit.
do you think that's not enough?
Little bees.
There's thousands in there, like.
No, yeah, that's good. That's okay.
Alright, lads, back to bed.
Back to bed. Oh Jesus, he's poking out. No, he's gone back to bed.
Has he?
Yeah, he's gone back to bed.
Do you think I should open it more?
No, Mum, he only said a tiny bit. He said a tiny bit and then switched up and said half. I wouldn't worry about it. Sure, you're going to come down in a few days anyways to take them out, like. You know? It's just to get used to it. Plus, it's dark.
No.
We need to think of a name for them.
There's 1,000 of them.
That's what I mean. The colony. The colony, Claire. Think of the colony.
Good evening, everybody. It's a lovely Monday evening. It is about 10 o'clock at night and we have just been to collect the bees from Kilcrahan. It took us about 40 minutes driving back. The little man who gave me the bees, there was holes all over the hive, so I was terrified, and he started getting out the silicone sealant to fill up the holes before he put it in the car. I was terrified the car was going to be full of bees. However, they're here, they're lovely, they're very quiet, there isn't a noise out of them. I'll quickly show you. I've been told to just put them in position. There they are on the hive stand. Very difficult to see now in the dark. I'll show you a bit later on, or tomorrow, a bit easier. And I've just peeled back a little bit of the foam at the bottom so they can get in and out. Hello! It's Wednesday and this is my first bee check. I'll just quickly show you. Sorry, I've got a hair in my mask and it's not good. Just quickly show you. Decided to suit up because this is what I'm looking at. They are quite active coming out in and out of the door there. And when I drove the car down, they were kind of looking at the car and kind of circling. So I'm figuring I don't really want to get stung, so let's just go for it and be safe. It's going to take my time. I need to put honey box on top of the brood box. I actually have my own brood box, so maybe I should just firstly just explain to you the very bottom box. I guess the hive is made up of like apartments almost. The very bottom box is the brood box, and this is where the bees keep the brood, and the eggs, the queen lays the eggs. They also keep their stores there, nectar, pollen, everything. So it's sort of the main part of the house. I'm going to add a second box on top. I'm going to lift that roof and I'm going to add a second box, and this is called a super, and the super is in the back of my car. The super is where they keep their honey stores, and this is what you want to keep adding to, and so you have sort of like an apartment block growing up, and you can add plenty of supers on top, depending on how well they start producing honey. We're going to keep checking on them every week and just see how they start adding. So it'll be really interesting to see sort of in 7 days time what the super will be looking like once I've added it today. So there we are. I'll put you on the top of the car here so that you can see what's going on, I hope. And I will go and get the bits and pieces we need, get the smoker organized, and I'll bring you up then, right up next to the cove. We'll take the lid off and the crown board off and have a quick look inside. Okay, they've just brought down everything that I need. This is their new super. It just contains frames, blank frames of wax for them to draw out and put their honey. So that's all ready to go. This is the lid to my hive. I've decided to keep them in this box for the moment. I'm just going to try and just put the super on today, and then if I'm happy a little bit later, maybe next week or the following week, I may actually change out the brood box because it's not in great condition. But for the moment, I just want to try and get to know them a little bit before I start going crazy and making too many changes to their house that they already have. So here then, this is the crown board, which will sit on top of the super, and below, between the brood box and the super, we put a queen excluder, and the queen excluder prevents the queen from going up and laying eggs in the super. So some people don't put queen excluders, some people do. We have been taught on our course to use one. However, I was also out with somebody you'll have seen in another clip where he didn't use any queen excluders. So I'm open to all different options. So we'll see how we go, but I'm going to go by what I've been taught and do that first. Now I'm just going to light my smoker. So I'm just going to see if I can get you to stand here while I light the smoker. I've got a range of things to light the smoker with. Somebody would say pine cones. I dried loads out. I've got newspaper, cardboard. This is my hive tool and my brush, which I might need to open up the hive and to brush the bees away. So, and of course a lighter. So my friend Jer Monday very kindly lent me a little bit of this, which she said was very, very good. She got this from Donegal Bees, and she used this to light the smoker. So I'm gonna see if I can break off a little piece of this and just see how it goes, really. Looks easy when you're and you've fallen off. Okay, put you back up there. Hopefully I shouldn't be too long doing this. Maybe I will put some newspaper in the bottom with this. Fire. Oh, and I have one checking me out on my arm. You can see that. He's decided what's going on here. So. That newspaper. Oh, now we're smoking. That looks a bit better now. So we might come back, and if I need to refill, I can. But maybe we'll just get going with it now. See how we get on. Not quite sure where to put you. Now we're working. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of smoke in the hole. This is meant to calm them and send them back into the hive. So we hope. Not sure where to put that now. Top off. I'll just quickly show you. I'll be making them mad now, but if you just have a very quick look at the bees going in, you'll see the nectar or the pollen that they're carrying on their leg. Some of it is orange, some of it is bright yellow, and that's a really, really good sign. So they're actively bringing it into the hive, which is exactly what we want. So, let's have a look inside. Woohoo! Now, this box was silicone sealanted up, so we may have to break into their house and see what's going on inside. It's kind of smoking. Good. And a quick look. Oh, fuck it, he did have it screwed down. So I've just realised that there's 2 screws holding on the crown board. I don't have a screwdriver, so I'm going to have to just leave them alone for a minute. I might see if Rob can drop me down one. Hi, listen, I'm really sorry, but is there any way that you could just drop down a screwdriver to me? He has screwed the crown board to the box. I didn't realise, when I first opened it, I thought it was just silicone sealanted on, but he has 2 fucking massive great screws, and I've my everything set up. So Rob is going to drop me down a screwdriver. That's a great start. We'll calm down a small bit. You never know what's going to happen in these situations, and we'll just look at them bringing in the nectar, which is just, or the pollen and nectar. It's just fascinating to watch them all so busy, and I'm really looking forward to opening it up and showing you. My trusty husband brought me a screwdriver. So we're going to get these screws out carefully. Quite sure they don't like this noise, but anyway. Job 1 complete. Now, of course, we're out of smoke. Yeah, they're a bit more interested now. No. Right. This time we're gonna get it right. So, let's have a close look. There's my box of bees. They're looking really good. I'm going to just have a quick look and see if I can see the queen and show you. They're not too happy about this, but they're, you know, they're not too bad really. Give them a little bit of smoke. Of course my smoker's gone dead again. There's clearly a bit of a knack to this. Never was very good at lighting fires. So I'm just gonna go along the edge, just giving a little bit. Now, ooh, falling down the hole. Have a quick look and see what we see. Look at all of them. Okay, we slide that one back in. I don't see any queen there. Gotta be so careful not to squish them. I've got a feeling she's obviously in the center here. This looks like the center of the hive, as it were. Look at all of them. They're so lovely. And I don't see her there. Just trying to be so gentle. Scared that I'm just going to squish them. Okay. What's wrong with you guys? Go around my face. And just move over there. Just move over a small bit so I can get the frame out. Gotta be so careful because if you injure the queen, then that's the end. Queen is the main event. Plenty of brood there. Don't see any queen. No queen. Come on, guys. Don't see her there. But a lot of brood on this one. You can see all of this. They are just incredible. Really, really incredible little creatures. It's putting them back in. I just... Actually, that makes it much easier. They tend to go down. And then we can get the frame out. Oh, there she is! There she is! My little red queen. Oh, she's super. That's just super. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, I'm going to leave the rest. I just wanted to kind of check that she's there and she's okay. I'm happy with that. I'm going to give them a little smoke. Keep falling down this bank. And then I'm going to put the queen excluder on. I think the best thing to do now is to put you up high. Let's give you one last look inside because they're just fabulous. And actually they're more interested in doing their work in their hive than they are of me, which is great. I don't know how many are hanging around me, but I'm aware they're hanging around me, but it's not overpowering. And they're not too bad really. They're quite good. They're good bees. Good furry bees. Right, I'm going to leave you up there just for the moment and put the queen excluder on and then get their super on. Like that. Right, so in order to put this on, I need them to all go down. Come on. Down you go. Down you go. Keen on this queen excluder, they're not. But we're there. Okay. Queen excluder on. Put on our frames, our super. So, and then my crown board is just goes before the roof, and then the last part, anybody squished in here, so up on the roof, and we are complete. Thank you so much for joining me on my beekeeping journey. This was a very special project for me and has been something that I have had an interest in for so long now. Bees are so important for life and our own existence. A little different from our house renovation projects, so let me know your thoughts, tips for going forwards on this. Thank you so much for all of your support so far. If it's something that does interest you, please like, comment and subscribe to see more of our wanderings. Slán go fóill!